morning, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be slightly different to the normal ones, as this is my house, what we're going to be working in for the next 2 weeks maybe. We had a fire that was caused through the tortoise tank, which was an electrical fault. We managed to get the fire out in time before the house took alight, but the majority of the house has been damaged by smoke damage. At the moment I'm in the living room and my dining room, but luckily the living room door was shut. Only a certain amount of smoke got into this room, and only a certain amount of smoke got into the kitchen. I've already started doing some of the work in the passage where the fire has actually started. Obviously, with being in the building trade, I was gave the option to do the work myself or use the insurance company's tradesman. I mean, this is what I do, so I may as well do it myself. There's a certain amount of smoke damage on the walls and on the ceiling, but not a great deal. So it's not a lot of smoke in here, but there's enough. You can see on the walls, you can see where the black marks are. So we're walking through into the dining room. You can see again where the pictures have been, where the smoke's gone around it. So basically in here and the living room is going to be a clean up and a repaint. Seal the walls and repaint it. So walking through, this is the hallway. You can see where they've done a certain amount of cleaning on this wall. So the kitchen, same again. Obviously you can see where it's on the doors. So the same in the kitchen. It's basically a clean up in here and repaint. You can see in the cupboards where all the smoke's got in my cupboards, where my plates and that have been. So they've got to be cleaned as well. If they can't be cleaned and they can't get back to what they call economical repair, then I imagine they're going to write this kitchen off. Same with the fridge, that's going to be cleaned as well. Right, so walking through into the hallway, you'll see a mess because I've actually started pulling down the plaster. But if you can see all the smoke damage, walking through here, you can see where the picture's dropped, where all the smoke's got around that. So it is quite a mess. As we move upstairs, it gets worse because obviously everything went upstairs, smoke-wise and whatnot. This is actually where the fire started. So that had fell off with the heat of the fire. So I'm going to take the rest of that plaster off, because what we did years ago when we first bought the property, obviously you can see there's Artex on the wall. Now, this used to be a council house, and when Artex first came, well, when it first came up, it had been about a few years, I decided to play around with it, and I Artexed my whole house, which was a stupid idea, because I ended up having to cover it with plaster. So anyway, but it's been tested, and there's no asbestos in it. So we move on to that side, then you can see as well the element of smoke that's around here, and around the doorway. So, the wood on the top of that rail, that's going to be replaced with new stuff. Now, like the carpets, they're getting replaced, so I haven't bothered covering them to start the work. The stuff you can see on the stairs is the plaster that I've started taking off. So I've actually removed the plaster off that wall there, where it was falling off with the heat, because you can see where the smoke had got underneath it, and that's where it all popped off. So I've actually removed that now. I've removed part of the plaster from there, and I'm going to continue taking that off down there. Because of the amount of smoke that's on the walls, I'm going to actually take this plaster back to the Artex and start from fresh. As you can see there, I've started that wall, and that's where I've just getting some on. So that's all going to be removed back to the plaster. And then that'll get majority of the smoke damage out and the smell. Now, they've been cleaning up here. You can see where they've got the ceiling to that, and then that's where he ended up at, because obviously he couldn't reach. Probably didn't have a ladder, I don't know. I never saw him, I was at work myself. So they've got to finish cleaning up here. So I'm going to let them continue the cleaning. This wall here, believe it or not, has already been cleaned. They've left a patch there to show how bad it was, but if I rub my hands against the wall, I can still get more off. What they're saying there is now I've got to seal it before I paint it. The ceilings, if they can get the ceilings to that, then what I'll do is I'll scrape it back, because the ceilings will be They were Artex as it was council. Now that's been tested as well, and there's no asbestos in that neither. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape the ceilings back, I'm going to PVA it and skim it, and that'll seal whatever's left, it'll seal it in. And on the Coven I'll just I'll seal that with I think it's Zinza you call it, a paint sealer. So that seals everything in, but we need an odorless one. So we'll seal the Coven and then so right, before I move into the bathroom, they've already this week they've been in the bathroom and they've cleaned the bathroom to the best of their ability. The lad that was in the bathroom doing the cleaning, he has done quite a good job, to be fair to him. So he's got the bath really nice and clean, and that was full of smoke. Well, I'm saying full of smoke, there's a lot of smoke on it, but the bath panel, I don't know if you can tell on the video, it's gone like a yellowy colour. Now that was brilliant white, the same colour as the bath. So I believe that's going to have to be BAR'd as well, because to me that I want that replacing. So moving on to the walls, and you can see where the soot's got in the corners on the ceiling. No, I'm not happy with that whatsoever. And what they're saying is that comes down to decoration. How can it come down to decoration? It's not paint, it's sealer. So the only way to do that is by getting some type of cleaning it, which they can't do because otherwise they would do it. So I've got to sort of either paint it, some sort of paint it white again, or like get a tile pen and use a tile pen and paint it white again with one of them. But when you look on this side, you can see the ceiling there is brilliant white, which is what it's supposed to be, but it's still not as white as it should be. Now if I move around slowly, you'll see it starts to turn yellow above the door. There, so you can see that, and all that, it's yellow. Now, because the heat came up the stairs and rushed into the bathroom and the smoke was blowing out the window. Right, okay, let's come back out the bathroom, and that's the landing here, top of the landing. You can see all of it has got the worst of it. He's got that clean so far, and then he had to call it a day and went home. You can see all the smoke on that door there. Right, so this is the grandchildren's room. When they come and stay, they stay in here. Now that telly is covered in smoke as well. That has been BAR'd purely because of the smoke that could have got in the back of the telly, and it after a certain length of time it can create the telly to catch fire, so they have to be replaced. So as you can see, the ceiling's also Artex and it's black rotten. So really I've got my work cut out, guys. You started to clean that, I think he came in, somebody started to clean that wall. You can see a difference where from there to there where they started cleaning, I think. But again, I'll do the same in here. I'll probably re-skim it again, but we'll see as we go through it. We'll see how well it cleans up properly and see if we can get it sealed or whatever. So moving into my bedroom, as you can see, the ceiling. Now this, I plastered this ceiling, so, and it's all smoke damage on my wardrobe, that wall there, the windowsill. So we open the wardrobe up. We've took some clothes out and tried to wash them, but we can't get them properly clean. There's some more clothes left in here, which they reckon they're going to send away, and or actually they're coming on Monday to collect the clothes and other stuff, curtains and stuff, to see if they can clean them. So we moved down there. You can see the smoke that actually got in the wardrobe, and the same in my missus' wardrobe, which got all the dresses and stuff and that in there, and they've got to go off to get cleaned. If they can't get cleaned, then they get BAR'd as well. Okay, so that's my bedroom. Now they've put this down, as you can see there, a restore. There's been different guys coming and going. One said, we never restore wardrobes. Why is put down there, we don't know. But like I said to him, he's going to clean it. They have to get behind that wardrobe because the smoke's got behind it. So to clean it, that's got to come out. And now I actually put that together in situ because it was a flat pack system. So I built it and put it in there myself, and there's no way they're gonna get that out of that corner without breaking it or taking it apart. So I don't know what's going to happen there. So this is the spare room, which was my daughter's room when she lived here, and this is I think this room's worse than what my room is, to be fair. You see where it's got on, where the iron's been, how bad it is. That's where the telly was on there. So yeah, like I say, all the carpets have been they're getting replaced. They've been bare yard. Right, well, that's the job. So this is let's say part one of the video, and I'll do little clips of video and then we'll get them on so you can see how we're progressing as we go through the job. So wish me luck. I'll catch you shortly. Alright guys, welcome back. That's the end of day one. We've made quite a lot of progress today. We've got most of the downstairs cleaned, and by the looks of me I've got it all over my face as well, and yeah, it's been pretty well productive today. So let's turn the camera around and show you what we've done. From here, we've cleaned that ceiling down. I was going to leave the cleaning for the proper cleaners, but I wasn't happy with the way they've left it. So we started the cleaning. Remember from this morning we walked out the living room, that wall we had started doing clean up on that, and you can see how clean we've getting that today. Well, how clean my daughter has getting it today. She's been a godsend today. She's done real well, bless her heart. She's cleaned all these walls here. She's done a real good job. So we've got the ceiling cleaned down to that. I was going to pull this ceiling down, but when I've had a look at it, I pulled that part down, which is the worst part, and we had to go cleaning that, and when we looked at it, it's like, well, it's not too bad, let's try cleaning it. So that's come up all right. So I've sealed it, so I'm going to reskim that. So we've scraped all the plaster off that wall there, back to the Artex, but when I've looked at it, it's fine. All we've got is a crack coming along here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few screws in, I'll put some scrim tape on that crack, and that'll be fine. So that's all scraped back there. Going up that way, that ceiling's been cleaned as best we can get it. Scraped back and sealed. Same again on here. That ceiling there's been cleaned, scraped back and sealed. My daughter has started to clean the walls coming up the stairs. So she's got to there, so you can see how bad it was up there, which is how Balfour left it. It said that's as far as they're going to go with it, which obviously I wasn't happy with. I believe it could have come cleaner, so we'll give it a go, and that's how my daughter's got it to now. And you see up there, that obviously still needs cleaning. And if you look from down the bottom, she started down there coming up. She's done a great job. She's got to there, so tomorrow we'll continue the clean, and the same on there. She's cleaned that, it's come back lovely. That door's been cleaned, looks well. These doors have had the thick taken off, so now they just need washing with some sugar soap. Same on that one, that's got the thick off. So okay, that's as far as we're getting today. We'll get back in tomorrow and we'll get cracking again with it, and hopefully the plan is tomorrow is I'm going to get the plastering done, as much as I can get done tomorrow, while my daughter and her boyfriend are going to carry on with the cleaning, and hopefully, fingers crossed, get all the bedrooms cleaned.